Good morning, everyone. Today we will continue the same chapter, synthetic fibers and plastic. In our today's video, we will discuss about the second term of the chapter, that is plastic. Plastics are polymers in which the monomers are arranged in a linear manner or they may be cross-linked. Plastic are manufactured from the chemicals found in crude oil. The polymers can be repeatedly melted, molded into any desired shape or drawn into fibers. Therefore, they are available in a wide variety of shapes and sizes. They can be colored in bright attractive colors, recycled and reused. Basically, we have to discuss the types of plastics. So there are two types of plastics. These are thermosetting plastics and thermoplastics. So we will discuss them one by one. We start with the first one, that is thermosetting plastics. Thermosetting plastics can be molded into shape only once and cannot be softened or melted on reheating. This is because the chains get highly cross-linked on heating. Bakelite, melamine are some examples of thermosetting plastics. They are hard and stiff and break on applying pressure. So here are some examples of thermosetting plastics. The handles of the cooking ware are made up of thermosetting plastics. A fireman's uniform is coated with thermosetting plastic to make it fire resistance. Melamine wares and electric pin, these are the examples of thermosetting plastics. Now we will discuss about the thermoplastics. Thermoplastics can be softened on heating and molded repeatedly into desired shapes. Polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, polypropylene, polystyrene, polyester, Perpex, and nylon are some common examples of thermosetting plastics. They bend easily on applying pressure and get deformed on heating. Some uses of thermosetting plastics: plastic tables and chairs, plastic food containers, plastic toys, plastic spoons and forks, plastic cups, plastic daily use items. These all are basically made up of thermoplastics. Now we will discuss some characteristics, properties of plastics. Plastics are light, strong, durable and easy to handle. Plastic can be molded into any desired shapes and size and can also be colored. They are poor conductors of heat and electricity. They do not corrode or rust or react with chemicals. Plastic can be made on a large scale and sometimes some type of plastics can be recycled also. Plastics are waterproof and airtight and are used to store several solid and liquid food items like chips, biscuits, milk, oil, etc. Along with all these good qualities of plastics, it has some drawbacks also. The main drawback of plastics is that they are non-biodegradable. So now we will discuss all the drawbacks of plastic, or we can say the disadvantages of using plastics. When plastic waste are burned, they produce toxic gases and smoke that cause air pollution. When plastic wastes are dumped in water, they result in water pollution. Most of the plastic wastes are dumped in landfills and it causes soil pollution because they are non-biodegradable. Some polybags carelessly thrown here and there are responsible for clogging the drains and sewage lines. We throw the polybag, wrappers of chips and biscuit and other eatable, throwaway plastics, bottles, etc. on the road or in the parks. This is not on make the place look ugly but also provides home for many disease causing germs and insects. Animals, especially cows, eat food waste from the garbage dump. In this process of eating the food waste, they swallow materials like polythene bags or wrappers of food. The plastic materials choke their respiratory system and sometimes digestive tract and can be the cause of their death. Most chemicals used in preparation of plastics can cause cancer among the workers working in plastic manufacturing industries. During recycling of thermosetting plastics or recycling of thermoplastics, certain coloring agents are added. It is unhygienic to keep foodstuff in this recycled plastics. So these are the various harmful effects of plastics. But though it is very useful, so that's why we have to use the plastic in such a manner that it will not create any type of pollution problem. So what is the solution of this particular problem? So as a responsible citizen, we must remember the golden 4R principle, that is reduce, recycle, reuse and recover. We should avoid the use of plastic as far as possible. For example, we should not ask for plastic bags when we go for shopping. We should carry cotton or jute bag while going for shopping. We should clean and dry plastic bags, plastic containers, plastic throwaway bottles for reuse as containers. We should use two types of bins, green bin and a blue bin for throwing waste. Biodegradable waste such as peels of fruits and vegetables, leftover food, papers, cotton, etc. should be thrown into the green bin. Non-biodegradable waste like plastic waste, glass, etc. should be thrown into the blue bin. This collected plastic is then melted and recycled. We should not throw the plastic throwaways, bottles, poly bag, wrappers, etc. on the road. So by the proper disposal of plastic, we can solve this pollution problem. That's all about the plastic and synthetic fiber. I'm sending the notes of the chapter in the class notes section of the school app. Copy all these notes in your science copy.